This is it. A little bit different background this time. This is for October the 7th, 2019. Another fantastic Monday is getting ready to lead your week off. So, I think I'm going to talk about I Won't. That's what I did my newsletter on today. And if you're not getting their newsletter, www.astepabove.life. Only $99 a year, $10 a month. So, it's usually some good stuff in there. Also, be sure you think about our coffees. Let me reach off camera here for a second. A Step Above coffees. We use these to, they're gourmet coffees and special blend for us. We have an Ethiopian, a Honduran, and a King's Meadow blend. Come in 1 pound packs. They support all of the different types of things that we do, ministry, or seminars, or whatever. This is what supports it. So today, talking about I Won't. Man, I thought about this one a lot. You know, throughout life we want a lot of stuff. I want a new home. I want a new car. You know, I want some land, but not south of Key West. I prefer land where it actually is, above the water. So there's a lot of things we want in life. When you're not married, a lot of people want to be married. Sometimes people that are married don't want to be married anymore. What's up with that? Well, just wanting something does not necessarily mean that what you want is the best thing for you. That is how lives go awry. You can be on a great path, make a want decision, and diverge off that path and go over in the brambles, in the swamp, in the ditch, wherever, but not where you want, or you can get bogged down in the sands of life. Man, I've done just about everything, all of that, and more. So I'm telling you from experience, don't do it. You know, when you're, it doesn't matter what age you are, but usually, for guys, this is when you're younger and you want that spiffy new car or cool motorcycle, or you like to go boating or fishing and you want that bass boat, or you want that little boat that take the, maybe a little bit older, you want to take the family out on the boat because it's for the family. No, it's not. It's for you, dude. We know who it's for. Sometimes you want that. What is the name of that Shopsmith? That thing is like thousands of dollars. They're great if you know what you're doing with them, and if you use them, and if you'll make stuff to make money with them. I'm all for it. But if you're just buying it because you want it, and you spent, I don't know what they cost, $4,000 for a Shopsmith because, man, that's cool, man. I could do, and then you get it, and it collects dust in your garage or your workshop or your basement. What was the purpose of that? You wanted it just because you wanted it. You didn't have a purpose. You didn't have a plan. You didn't even think it through. Moron. Yes, I said that. I've called myself that many, many times when I've done stupid stuff. Stuff that, what was I thinking? I don't know. I just did it. I don't know what I was thinking. Later on, I thought about what I was thinking, and I thought, what was I doing thinking that? So we all make stupid, dumb, ignorant mistakes. Yes, women, some of you do too. So I'm not just picking on the guys today. I have a lot of teens that read my newsletters and watch these videos. I'm not picking on you guys, but you make dumb mistakes too. We all do. It's life. The thing is, learn from those mistakes. Don't do it again. You know what? Like the kid, when he wasn't a kid, he's an older guy. Well, he wasn't that old. I think he was 30 something. He got an inheritance. It wasn't a big inheritance, but it was a few tens of thousands of dollars. And what did he do with it? Oh, that was his inheritance. He didn't think about his family. He didn't think about the awful situation they were in. He went out and bought himself a brand new motorcycle. Yes, he did. I am not kidding. And what did he do? Oh, he was big time, man. He had his motorcycle, and he had it for, I don't know, a few months. The financial situation they were in found it was overwhelming, and he had to sell it for far less than he paid for it to try to pay bills. Instead of paying the bills that he owed in the first place, he could have bought a motorcycle on time and paid for it with no problem. Or the guy that wanted this nice big house. Nice house. Nice house. He didn't have the income to support that house. He had the income to buy the house. Listen to what I'm saying. He had the income to buy the house. He got a low interest loan. They looked at his income and said, oh, you can afford this house. So he bought it. His wife, a little leery, but she said, well, those people, the financial people, and they say we can afford it, and we've shown them all of our bills, so I guess we can afford it. They did. 2-3 months. In reality, you know, to have a house like that, you have to maintain it. You have to pay the electric bill, the water bill. You have to keep the yard maintained. If something goes wrong, guess who fixes it? You do, because you own it. I strongly advise people to buy homeowners insurance, not just the house. I mean, homeowners insurance for stuff in the home, such as refrigerators, garbage disposals, air conditioning systems. When you buy something, buy the best you can possibly afford. Why? Because they are made with better quality. Why do you think people that have the discretionary income buy luxury cars? They don't pay all that money just to say, hey, look at me, what I did. They pay all that money because those cars are engineered to last. Yes, they are. For the most part. There's a small percentage that don't last. But anyhow, most of them last. The less expensive cars, no, you buy that thing, you rag it out, drive it, torture it, don't maintain it like you should, and a few years, boop, got to get another one. Or you go out and buy a used car because, see, you're being conservative with your money. And so you get a used car. And it runs great for, I don't know, a couple years. This stuff starts going wrong with it because it was used. Do you see my mouth moving? It was used. So those things that have been building up over the years that it was being used from the time it was purchased new are now going bad. You are going to have to fix them. Did you buy a warranty on that car? Probably not. Because, that costs money. Duh, moron. I didn't used to buy warranties on cars. I was stupid. I learned my lesson. Now I do buy warranties on cars because stuff goes wrong. If you have a warranty, the majority of it is paid for. Same thing with your appliances in your home. Make sure you have a replacement cost policy on your home. Don't buy the cheapest thing they offer you, because if it doesn't have a super high deductible, it doesn't cover hardly anything. unless God steps on your house and squashes it, and then they say, oh, that was the act of God, not covered. Oh, zombie apocalypse, not covered. Well, one commercial says they are, but they're not. So, anyway, when you do anything, get the best possible thing you can get the best possible vehicle you can buy, get the best warranty you can possibly afford. Make sure you've got life insurance. The only time you, and I sold insurance 27 years, the only time you use term is to short term pay off a car. First to die policy on your home. So the first person to die, the other person receives the proceeds to pay the house off so they can live there debt free. And you need a whole life policy. I don't care about these guys that say, oh, buy term and invest the difference. It's a crock. Years, decades ago, I worked for one of those companies. People buy term. What do they do with the difference? They spend it. They don't invest it. It's a flawed premise. Whole life, after 22 years, beats the socks off of a universal life. I'm telling you, I calculated it out. I sold universal life for years, and then I started thinking, wait a minute. Let me start running some figures. I did. 22 years, the whole life will destroy most universal payouts for policies. And to give you a little insight, you do realize you're paying a certain amount of money. The insurance part is term. The cash part that is accumulating in universal is cash. Well, as the policy, if you maintain this amount of coverage, as the policy you get older and the policy ages, this cash is used to supplement the term policy. And at some point, there's not enough cash to cover paying for the term insurance, and you lose your insurance. It's not a good policy. Whole life is your best bet. Term for short-term things, or to cover your home, use a first to die policy. And that way you are able to ensure that your spouse is able to stay in the home that y'all bought together. These are just a few things that came in my mind when I thought about I won't. And it shouldn't be I won't. It should be what do we need. No, I'm not saying don't buy stuff, don't get stuff. Be so frugal, I hate that word. Be so frugal that you live a pauper's existence. No. Be wise. Think about where you want to be 5 years from now. What's your income now? What can you do to better yourself 5 years down the road? If you don't have 10% of your paycheck left at the day before your next paycheck is due, if you don't have 10% from that last paycheck left, you're doing something wrong. Something is not jiving. And I don't mean keep 10% and then spend it the next week so that you'll have, no, that's not what I'm saying. Every week you should have 10% left, and you've got that 10% left, then you can take it and shove it over into your savings account at the end of the next week because you've got 10% of that paycheck left. It's just a way to build up your reserves without hurting yourself. So that's all I got for this week. This is a Rev, the Internet Pastor, saying make this week a new beginning for yourself and your family.